Gad, for smoke of Beelzebub. May I come in? Oh, excuse me. I thought you were the man Divine Providence had sent us. But I see I was wrong. Son, I came up here today hoping you might be able to help me. But I'm afraid that in your condition, you're not capable of performing the small favor I wanted. The ways of the Lord God are in it, and you may rid my town of a bad influence. His name is Colbert.
Do you have to keep up this noise all the time, for God's sake? The minute I get off to sleep, you start shooting those darn guns again. A preacher.
Oh, yes, surely, surely. The Almighty will show us the way for you. You may sleep,
But I
my dear.
wanted to...
This is very puzzling. I think I missed the point. Strangers, it's an honor to have you here in Westland. May the Lord be with you. Welcome to our little humble and peaceful community. And we do all we can to keep it that way. It's a treat to have new people stop here. And God's peace be with you. The Lord's grace be upon your head.
Come on.
John, close up top, hurry! What do you want?
Well, yes, I wanted to have a talk with you.
That's what they all say.
Well, look, when I came into town, I saw that this preacher that hired me to rid the town of some gunmen, he was wearing a badge. I mean, something just don't add up.
Oh, brother, you're telling me. And sisters, he's the judge, the preacher, and sheriff.
Oh, so he's the sheriff, the preacher, and the judge.
Poor McLaren. He was a pretty good friend of mine. God rest his bones.
I'm just afraid that he hired me to do his dirty work. Probably to get Colbert out of the way. And then he wants to wash his hands by hanging me. No, I don't think I'm going to work for this preacher.
Never. But that don't stop me from getting an idea occasionally.
Preacher, I'm not going to do your killing for you. As you can see, I'm not wearing a gun.
No, Big Jim.
stays inside for a week. And keep a hot towel around his neck at all times.
I know how to handle him, Doctor. I'm an expert.
Good day.
Good day, Doctor. Don't be silly. He said he was going to look for a preacher. Honest. Sonny, I don't know what's gotten into you. What have you got against him, huh?
I guess you've forgotten we made a deal. I made it, I thought, with a gentleman.
Yes, we had a deal. But I'm giving you your money back.
You dirty, no-good skunk! That's all you are! A monster! That's what you are! A heartless monster!
Alice wanted to get married so bad that it made no difference to her that that preacher shot me down when I wasn't wearing a gun. I thought that we loved each other. I know that she was looking for a father for her son. Her husband got killed a couple of years ago. And I think things will work out. Me and the young man, we got along good. When I hear that preacher, that wedding, I don't know whether it's out of revenge or maybe I didn't want to get married. I don't know. It don't change the fact that he was a cold-blooded killer. He challenged me to a duel. And when I shot him down, Alice just left me. She just left. Well, I'm going to have to go to the saloon and just get away from my problems.
Come on, Sid, give me a hand there. Inside. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Stop right there.
Don't make the same mistake.
It's an informal execution.
Don't make the same mistake.
The men that are getting looked up in the saloon, they're going to try to lynch you on a little bit, and we're not going to be able to stop them.
When I killed that preacher, there was the sheriff, and wounded 3 of his deputies. That put me on the wrong side of the law. Best thing I can do is just get on out of here.
I found this hat along the trail. Is it yours?
Yes, that's my hat. If I lose it again, it'll mark my trail. I'll just leave it. Yeah, I used to be part of the gang, but it's all over. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'll give you a chance to get out of this part of the frontier. That's the best I can do for you.
Sad news, friend. That's United States Marshal Wellington.
I'll say that you men work for John Bennett. I'm giving you men your lives. I've given you a chance to walk out.
By June of 1864, the American Civil War had become the great American nightmare. U.S. Grant had been given the reins to steer the U.S. armies by Abe Lincoln, and the first promotion to Lieutenant General by Congress since George Washington. Robert E. Lee had finally gained a formidable opponent. Grant quickly formulated a broad-based strategy utilizing the resources of the entire U.S. Army. 5 separate armies were going to work in concert to bring the Confederacy to its knees. It was to be a fight to the finish. May 4th, 1864, the newly reorganized Army of the Potomac broke winter quarters at Brandy Station and headed south, crossing the Rapidan at Germanna Ford. "26 miles south, Robert E. Lee's legendary Army of Northern Virginia was camped near the village of Orange. Grant had hoped to move quickly and clear the tangled wilderness area near the ford and catch Lee out in the open. However, the Confederates detected the crossing and hit Grant hard while the Army was still making its way through the wilderness. Two bloody days of fighting resulted in 26,000 casualties and a stalemate.
I served under some good generals during this war. General Lee, General John Bell Hood. General Hood was missing one leg and he didn't have the use of one arm. We had to strap him on his horse for battle. He told those Yankees, "We'll fight you to the end. It's better die 1,000 deaths than to serve under you." I was laid up in the hospital. I wish I could have been there to the end. I wish I could have fought to the end, but I was in the hospital. But I will try to live under Yankee law.
Another man died of this lung sickness. And I reckon it's going to be the end of us.
It's bad about these men dying in the tunnel, but this is a war-torn country, and I guess either die of starvation or die of lung sickness. Really, I might try to get work in the tunnel if I can get it straightened out. The war is over. There's a lot of men that would rather hate and fight rather than rebuild. And for a good reason. For me, I want to put the past behind us and just go on. Just go on. I mean, what I'm saying, even though the war is over, this could be the start of a feud between the North and South. I hope not. So what I encourage each and every one of you to do is do what's best for your family.
The best thing we can do is get our families and get out of here.
I guess everybody knows where I stand. I'm going to stay myself.
Me, I want to put the past behind us and just go on. rebuild. Yet there's a lot of hostility left between the North and the South. A lot of it. And for good reason.
And you tied him up. I saw you.
We're in church, my boy. We don't talk. Well, this morning you're both convened here to be united in rightful wedlock. Mary Bronson and Colbert, you brought it with you. That makes everything legal. Now then. The Lord shows us the true way. Now, do you, Mary Bronson, take for your lawful husband, Hiram Coburn, here present?
Yes, yes. Oh, yes.
My dear, I'm most happy to hear it. And you, Hiram Coburn, take for your lawful wife, Mary Bronson?
Yes, I do.
Now, dearly beloved, let us proceed to the religious